So my name is Brock Fletcher. I've been a real estate agent now for 17 years. I've been a broker for 14 of those 17 years. And I've been with Keller Williams Real Estate Company for the last 10 years. When I go on a listing appointment and I see that the client has a lot of clutter and a lot of junk, I know that I'm going to need to get that rectified so that we can improve the value of their property and ultimately sell their home for more money. That's one of the reasons I rely very heavily on Lansing Junk Removal to help make that happen. I know that when I have a client that has a need for junk removal, I call Scott, he's going to take care of that client, and I'm going to get feedback at the end of the process that that client was well served. And not only is Scott and Lansing Junk Removal going to look really good, but I'm also going to look really good, and that's going to bring joy to my heart, frankly. I had one particular situation where I had used Lansing Junk Removal in a very quick period of time in order for us to get to a closing date on time. The situation was I had elderly clients and they were unable to get all of the junk off their property in order to meet the contract. I was able to call Lansing Junk Removal. They were out there the very next day, got all of the junk removed from the property, and we were able to close the property on time and relieved a huge amount of stress that was sitting on my sellers. I think it's really important to partner with local companies. You're partnering with a business owner who's also local. If I can't count on Scott and Lansing Junk Removal to do it, it's not going to get done, and then it's going to create a problem when we get to the closing date. Prior to me meeting Scott from Lansing Junk Removal, I had a situation where I had a client that had failed to meet the contractual obligations of the purchase agreement. They did not get the junk out of the house, and until we get that stuff out of the house, the home is not suitable for sale. They're actually going to get less money if we were trying to go to market with it. And I had to go over to the property with 3 of my agents, and we spent 4 hours emptying the house into a moving van to get the house empty so that we could hand over the keys to the new buyer. If I had known Scott and if I had used Lansing Junk Removal prior to that, I would have not had to spend 4 hours after closing removing junk from a property. Not only was that a pain point for my seller, it was definitely a pain point for me. I've received great feedback from my clients that have used the services of Lansing Junk Removal, and they're saying, hey, thank you so much for introducing us to Scott and to Lansing Junk Removal. They helped us immediately for a fair price, and it relieved a tremendous amount of stress from our family. If you're out there watching this video and you've never had familiarity with Lansing Junk Removal, they're a small local company that provides great service. They're very dependable, they're very trustworthy. If they say they're going to do something, they're going to do it. They're going to do it for a fair price. And I'd recommend to any real estate agent that if you need great help, seek out Lansing Junk Removal to service your clients.